Good morning, Ambassador Gilchrist.
Hi, Kat. How's it going?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you doing?
I am doing very well. I'm here in my back garden on an absolutely beautiful morning.
Shall we get started?
Let's go.
My first question, do you have any heroes?
I most definitely do.
And who are they?
I've got actually three answers. I greatly admire the partisans in Lithuania and the other Baltic states who, after World War II, courageously fought from the woods and the countryside against what was a very brutal Soviet occupation. I also greatly admire two diplomats, Shione Sugihara and Raoul Wallenberg, who during World War II at great personal risk, and Wallenberg lost his life, facilitated the travel and the departure of thousands and thousands of Jews from Europe and saved their lives. And the third answer is Judy and Dennis Shepard. I'm honored that they're friends of mine. Their son was tragically killed in a hate crime because of his sexual orientation in 1998. And they harnessed their anger and their sorrow in a powerful way, that took them across the country, that ensured the passage of really important hate crimes legislation in the United States. And they really continue to be voices against hate, not just for LGBT people, but for all kinds of minorities in the United States. And so I admire them tremendously.
Why did you choose to go to Wake Forest University?
I decided to go there because my brother went there, because it was far away from home, from my small town, and I was ready to get out, because they had a very good international program, and it was a good school that accepted me.
We know you have a background in theater. What's your favorite production that you've been involved with?
Well, my background in theater is like way background. We're talking about college and in high school. And probably my best role was in the Chekhov played The Cherry Orchard, and I was Gaev. But I would think my high school French teacher would want me to say Eliza Doolittle's father in My Fair Lady in my senior year, which she directed actually at an adjoining high school. So it wasn't even at my school.
You told us that you're obsessed with ice cream. If you could have one flavor for the rest of eternity, what would it be?
Definitely saffron. And if you haven't tried it, you need to. It's really, really good.
Do you have any interesting ancestors in your family tree?
Now, clearly, somebody has been doing some research here in her questions, but actually, I do. My fifth great-grandmother is George Washington's sister. So that would make the father of our country and our first president and the man on the dollar bill my sixth great-uncle.
What reality show would you choose to appear on?
It's a tough one. I mean, I would really love to be on the Great British Baking Show, but I'm not British and I can't really bake. So I'd have to practice and maybe up my accent a bit.
What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
When I was 12 years old, I stayed up late and my parents didn't know, and I watched this movie called Whatever Happened to Baby Jane with Joan Crawford and Bette Davis. And Bette Davis scared the bejeebies out of me. I didn't sleep for weeks.
What's the most interesting academic course you've ever taken?
I took this really cool political theory course that only studied two philosophers, Alexis de Tocqueville, who traveled to the United States in the early 19th century and in many ways defined what the American character was and is. And the other author was none other than Karl Marx. And I think we all know the impact he had certainly on the 20th century and that he still has now.
I have two questions about your favorite TV show, Mad Men. My first question, who's your favorite character?
Oh, it's gotta be Don Draper. That's everybody's favorite character, I think.
Which character do you feel is most like you?
It's a tough one because they're all pretty complex and not very nice, but I would say Bert Cooper. He was that older guy who was kind of calm and reassuring, owner of the firm, and I think he was a nice, stable voice.
What's the title of the current chapter of your life?
It is I've Got to Get Out. After 2.5 months of restrictions because of COVID-19, I am eager to get out and see more of Lithuania and to meet more Lithuanians.
What's one thing you can't live without?
Oh, on this one, I gotta say my friends.
On this beautiful spring day in Lithuania, what's the most exciting thing that you have planned?
The most exciting thing I have planned is to continue watching my bees, who are very active right now in this tree right next to me. I believe it's a cherry tree. So here, let me let you have a look.
Oh, I can see them. Thank you for the interview. I'm gonna go buzz off.